In the next part of this tutorial, we will extend this 2D plane mesh to 3D. And this is going to be done in 3 steps. First, this 2D mesh will be extruded up vertically onto the foundation level. Then it will be extruded up here. And in the end, we will squeeze this 2D mesh into the embankment. So let's start by selecting the faces of all these 2D elements. Pick the extrusion vector and go to finite element model, continuum 3D, extrude faces with translation. Alright, this is the vector and the 3D elements appear. Unselect all the faces and we see that these elements are now on a plane that is parallel to the original plane. We want to tilt this plane onto the foundation of the railroad embankment. For this we go into the YX view, select all the nodes, select a vector here, and we will have to define a plane that is aligned with the foundation. Create by 3 nodes points, here, here, and here. And we go into FE model, node, project on plane in direction. And you see that the vector has been reported here into this dialog box. It's just a vertical vector, so we could just as well have entered it by hand. Now the nodes are perfectly aligned with this foundation level. Let's now unselect the nodes, select faces. We do this by doing in a box of 2 nodes. This will select all the faces that are contained in a box spanned by 2 nodes. Now again, pick a vector, this one here. Now you notice this vector is not perfectly vertical. Let's still extrude these faces with translation. The vector has been taken here and this is what we get. Again, these nodes are not perfectly aligned with this ground level, and so we need to do a projection operation again. Select this vector, select the nodes in a box, create a plane that is aligned with the ground surface and project the nodes on plane in direction, the vector we have specified before, and specify the plane. One more time, we need to unselect everything, select faces in box of 2 nodes. You could also use the window select. Then we select this vector here and do extrude faces with translation. Unselect everything. Now we need to squeeze these nodes into this length, And we could do this by doing a projection operation along this vector, but this might create some precision issues as the angle is very tiny, and that's why we do a two-step procedure. For this we create one plane that is oriented like this, and another one that is aligned with the surface of the embankment. Again, we select these nodes in a box spanned by these two nodes, project on plane in direction. So first we will project all the nodes on this plane here that is relatively steep, and we need to specify somehow an oblique angle. We will do, this is x, so we choose minus 1x space 1y, so it goes up diagonally up here, and we project on this plane. Now we select the next projection vector and we do project on plane in direction. The vector has been taken in here, and project on this plane. This is the final result. Let's go into create planes dialog, clean up a little bit by deleting all the planes. Hit save.